Good morning and welcome to the start of a new vlog. I'm at my parents' house. I'm kind of talking slightly quietly because I don't know if my brother and his girlfriend are asleep in the next room. I have zero idea. I don't even know if they're in this building. Nobody can tell you. Today is going to be a chill day. I think my parents are going to try and get me to plant potatoes, so we'll see about that. My little form of rebellion. Trans rights are human rights. Iowa. Learn it. Ugh. Good morning. The green grass, the blue sky, not a cloud. Damn. If you want to cross through. Because she has deli meats, I always get my lunch meat cheese from. Lexi! You can't do that. I didn't know where you were. I'm so sorry, baby. I didn't mean it. You need to plant all that stuff this far apart. Like raised beds, and I plant them like boom, boom, boom. Waterway. Not trying to grow mushrooms. Grow well. If you could grow flower fast. Anything else you see you need? No. Or is it something else now? Might not be anything to start with. Definitely not a Yahtzee. But this could be. No. Oh, but it's a full house. We'll take it. Look at me starting the game with a Yahtzee. Anniversary. I thought it was Tom and Lynn's anniversary. I need to do that. First, her dad. Oh, yes. Okay. And Chelsea. Oh my God, you're gonna look so. What did you get? 268. 259. Oh, that's the closest we've been in a long time. Nuh-uh, not the 266, 268. Oh, I can say, because I had, my first game tonight was, he's a cute little man with a lot of jazz. And he wore a little white suit. Ew, he rings a bell, which he did. And he yells to play. Many try so hard to get there. Some don't make it. And satisfied for being unpopular. A real quick way to become unpopular is to be sloppy or dirty. Let's see. If you never wash your hair or never take a bath, you won't have, okay, now my eyes are kind of watery. You won't have too many friends. Wearing the same shirt every day for a week will also drive a person to unpopularity. Nobody likes a brown nose or a redneck. Goodbye, room. It's cold, so I'm not gonna stay down here for long because of that wind. But when I'm here, I gotta be here, you know? Hello. I almost said good morning. I haven't talked to the camera in a couple of days. I am home, obviously. I got back maybe 30 to 45 minutes ago. and I've just been unpacking because that's the kind of person I am. I unpack right away. Now it is 3:15, and I think I'm gonna go for a walk. It's so nice out. The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, and I think I want to go for a walk. I think I want to do a whole loop around that trail. I think that would be a fine way to spend this day. I have to figure out what temperature is and what I feel like I should be wearing. I don't think it's like a whole ordeal. I think like I could just throw on, like I think I could walk in this, honestly, but I'm going to take a jacket as well. And then I'm going to come back here and, I don't know, relax, pack something. I brought home all of my like bins from my parents' house that, you know, like my storage bins that I have used to move in the past. I had to climb into the attic to get those, which was very scary, by the way. Well, climbing up there wasn't as bad as climbing down. I was so scared, but I was so brave. Look at me go. I can do hard things. I want to walk, but I also want to spend time in here, but I also know that I'm going to have light in here for another 4 hours. So I can spend 45 minutes to an hour going on a walk, methinks. Also, on the way home, I started listening to an audiobook, In the Weeds by B.K. Borison. It's the second book in the Love Light Farms series world. They're not like, I mean, like they are, it's not like book 1, book 2. It's not like, it's a series, it's the same world. You know what I mean. So I started listening to that when I drove to my parents' house on Friday. It's a 4-hour drive, like to my parents' house, and then a 4-hour drive back. So it's a good time to listen to an audiobook. I'm currently 80% of the way through the book. I listened to it the whole way home, basically. The first 15 minutes were music, and then once I got on the highway and the open road, I said, book. We're going on a walk. Guys, there's lines on the trail now. That wasn't there before. I'm not sure how I feel about it. It looks like it's like been there forever, but it has not been. I am gonna try and put my camera away because I just want to soak it all in. But I also wanted to share that I'm very happy right now. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I started my day like in the country, outside, feeling the breeze, looking at the out, you know? And then like big road trip. I love that. Stopped at a lake, got a coffee. Now I'm home and I'm on a beautiful walk. Sun shining down. 80% of the way through a really good book. I don't know. It's just very good. Sparkling water. Doing some exploring. I've never gone this way before. Where will it lead? No one knows. Well, I'm sure many people do know, but not me. Exploration was short-lived. Now we're walking through the ski area. Makes me feel like I'm going through the woods, which I mean I am. I'm being real risky and removing my coat and winter stuff from my car. Wow. I put my little octopus and little toast guy in this box, and I already feel bad. The box isn't even shut, and I feel bad. So I've just basically been packing for like an hour, and I don't know if I have anything to show for it, but you know, I got some stuff to show for it. This box is full now, so that's good. I just, like, this whole box didn't exist an hour ago. Now it's like scrapbooking stuff and some shelving stuff. I think I'm gonna put that thing on top and maybe call it good because my scrapbooks are heavy, I won't lie. Then I finished putting stuff in this box. I can tape that up. Look at that. That's from my therapist. I deserve to come first. I wonder what could have possibly incited my therapist to write that down for me. Nobody knows. So that's looking pretty empty up here for the most part. That's where the scrapbooking stuff was. I've also like taken some stuff out of the drawers, etc. Meals are prepped, which really just means I took the turkey and mashed potatoes that I took from my parents and put them in 4 separate containers. I'm gonna go through this. I meant to take it home and go through it at home, but I forgot, so now's the time. All right, it's 6:30. I've gone through the paperwork. Oh, I should put that in the box then. I'm trying to decide what to do now, if I want to eat supper or if I want to do something else. Okay, that episode of Doctor Who is amazing. I'm obsessed. That was so good. I'm like a little like, I don't know how to feel. But it was so good. I got so nervous. If you don't want spoilers, I guess switch ahead to a clip that's not this, that doesn't look like this. I'll film something else. So they get like, and there's an animated cartoon guy who's like real, he's like a real thing. I'm like giving you spoilers, but like not giving you all the spoilers. Anyway, the doctor and Belinda get stuck in like TV. Like they are stuck on film. That they get captured there on film. And they're trying to like break free. And they're like looking like they're fourth wall breaking. Like they're like, we are on a screen. And they're like trying to like break it and like get out of the screen. And they're like looking at you and like trying to like get, and I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck? And then at one point they do break through the screen and they step out of a TV into a living room of Doctor Who fans. It was so weird. It was so weird, but so good. But I was like, what's happening? I was uncomfy. I didn't know what was happening. Oh my God. I can't wait to watch that one again. Oh my God. Palette cleanser, look at the sky. It's so beautiful. I'll come outside. You can look at the sky. Wow. I'm sorry. Just one more thing about Doctor Who, and then we can stop. Who the fuck is Mrs. Blood? What is fucking happening? What is happening? My space looks so empty. It's making me very sad right now. My hair is wild. Wow, don't look at that. I'm constantly torn between going to bed earlier so I can try and get up earlier and going to bed later so that I can have more time to myself at night and not have to worry about going to bed and getting up at the same time. It's really a struggle for me. I parked outside last night because I was hoping it would rain. I can't tell if it did. But my car was dirty. So I was like, I need to go to a car wash. And then I was like, you know what? Let's leave it outside tonight. Let's see what happens, because it said it was supposed to rain. It did not rain. Sure, it rained here. Now I can really hope by the look of the sky that it rains again. I'm gonna walk, but I have had a headache right here most of the day. It's not gone away yet, even after medicine. And I am just so stressed about registration, which is happening tonight. I have to turn it on tonight. I'm so stressed. I'm just stressed about work in general. But it's beautiful out, and I'm hoping that this walk is going to solve all my problems. Look at that tree. How beautiful. The trees are starting to get green little leaves on them. So green. I don't see any drama unfolding with ducks and geese today. Although there is a duck over there. And perhaps a goose. But also, there's no rock on this bench. That's so sad. We're at the weird dock. Should we walk all the way to the end? This just all feels so magical. There are children over here. Yuck. I topped off another packing box. Didn't put a lot more into it, but I put something into it. I really just want to chill in my living room. TBH, I really want to watch the episode of Doctor Who again. I think I'm going to do that. I'm thawing hamburger to make tacos, but I don't think it's ready yet. I just started thawing it. That's poor planning on my part. So today is very strange because of registration. It goes live at midnight tonight, but I have to turn it on. So I have to stay up until midnight for work tonight. And actually a little bit later because I have to make sure it's working. So this is wild because it is 8:18, and normally like I'm like trying to like read my book right now because, you know, once 9 o'clock hits, I need like the wind down. I cannot wind down for another 4 hours. I have a hard time staying up till midnight like on a weekend sometimes. Whose idea was this? It actually wasn't my idea. I suggested like 5 a.m., 6 a.m., and others suggested midnight, and that was the consensus, so we went with midnight. Project 1 of Stay Awake. I've made a new audiobook graphic. Okay, listen, I made this and I was like, oh my God, this is the best thing I've ever made in my life. And then I looked at it like a week later and I was like, I literally hate that. So this is the new one. I am now obsessed with this, okay? I'm playing a dangerous game. I still have about an hour before registration is like time to go live. And my head hurts so bad. I got ice to put on my head. It was okay until I stood up. I mean, like, it wasn't okay. It hurt. But when I stood up, it hurt a lot worse. Now, I did stand up to take headache medication. So there's that. But I've had a headache most of the day. So, yeah. And I took acetaminophen at work, like, I don't know, around 2 o'clock. And it didn't really go away after that. And I was like, oh, this is going to be here all day, isn't it? It did go away a little bit for the most part, but came back. I don't fucking know. I'm probably dehydrated as well, though, so. All right, it is 11:45. I am so nervous. I'm so nervous. Okay, the first few steps are done. It is 8 minutes until midnight. I am so terrified. Why am I think it's harder with it being midnight. The stakes feel higher than at 9 a.m. I don't know. It's 11:58. In like 1.5 minutes, I will be hitting save. It's working. And things are moving relatively well. In the past, because there's been so much traffic, it's taken really long times for things to load and for people to get through. And I've like tried to register for a few classes now already because I'm testing it. And it's fine. It's 12:04, by the way. So it's not like it's like an hour later. It's 12:04, 4 minutes, and over 130 notifications have come in. So that means it's working. Just so you know, this is why people get stressed. Registration has been going on for 7 minutes, and there's currently already at least one class with a wait list, if not multiple. So that's why people be stressing. All right, it's 12:15. Everything seems to be going good. We are up to, let me refresh and double check, 190 notifications. So it seems like it's working. All right, little update for you if you care. It's been like 5 minutes since that last clip, and there's been no new notifications, which is great. Scares me a little bit. Sorry, to clarify, it scares me not from a registration standpoint. It scares me from a marketing standpoint. Like, a little, good morning. It is 10:14 a.m. and I just got through all of the over 300 notifications. I went to bed at, 12:20, and there were, what did I say, 190 something notifications. So when I got up this morning, there were over 300. So that means people were doing stuff overnight or in the morning. I don't know, but we did it. Look at that little bird. How cute. Is it extremely cloudy outside and I still wear sunglasses? Yes. I have sensitive eyes and I kind of hurt right here right now. Boo. Okay, I called my gas company and got like that transfer service. I tried to do it online, but they didn't have like an overlap option, so I just called and did that there. What is it? The electricity one, that does have an overlap option, so I did that. And then, I tried calling the internet, because I tried doing that online, and it got confusing for whatever reason. But then the phone call got confusing, so I hung up, and I'm just gonna go in, I think. I've been taking brain breaks and trying to do some packing, so ta-da, we've got some clothes in a bag. We're gonna put more clothes in another bag. These are like big things, so maybe I'll be able to fit more in the other bag. I don't know. I absolutely just packed most of my closet. Look at that. I know you're asking yourself, what if you needed clothes? They're right there. That's all I could possibly need and more. Oh my God. I just washed my bedding since I was sick last week. This was the first time so I had to wash it. And now my blanket is all warm. I just want to lay in it. I can't just lay in it. I have work to do. I don't really want to do the work today. Come with me to test helmets. This is a helmet. It feels strange. Is it on the correct way? I don't know. That's a better position. I look ridiculous. I feel like that's not on the right way, is it? I feel like that's gotta be on the right way. Like with the way the helmet is shaped.
Yeah, no, that feels extra wrong. Okay. Aha, another helmet. Oh, this is... Why are helmets so strange? What are helmets supposed to feel like? Maybe that's a better question.
I think this helmet is better. I don't have anything to go off of with that. This looks terrible. Are helmets supposed to look cute? I don't. I feel like this would just choke me, honestly. Okay, this one is a size large, and this one is a size medium. At least I assume that's what the M means. And no one, like, this is tighter on my head and actually doesn't really fit. That one does. All right, easy decision. I want to try riding my bike, but I'm nervous. Don't quite remember if I remember how to ride a bike. I had this situation a few years ago, and I quickly remembered, so I should remember quickly. I also am going to be testing if I put it together correctly, which is also just another worry. Okay, let's give this a go. I'm so scared. All right, I'm honestly so nervous. And, like, the chain doesn't sound right. So that's making me more nervous. Okay, everybody needs to know that I have, in fact, ridden the bike. I did not fall over. I don't think the handlebars are on entirely straight, and I'm concerned about the air quality in the wheels. Let's try again. All right, moral of the story is I think I need to straighten the handlebars and fill the tires. But other than that, I think I did a pretty good job. It's weird. Also, it takes a lot of leg strength. I don't have that apparently. So Zack works at a church and they have a Wednesday night meal thing. And he was like, you should come. So I decided to go. But I decided to walk to it. I've been TikToking this walk. Totally forgot to film. But I'm a mile in and I'm almost there.
Listen to me articulate every single word I say. Articulating, celebrating, escalating once again.
I'm vlogging you.
Vlogging?
That's what I said. I got a package and somebody over here cooked something that smells so good. Look at that light filtering in. I got to steal flowers from Zack's church. My package includes a UK plug adapter. How wild. Y'all are wild. So this has multiple outlets and a couple of these guys. That's pretty good. A new phone case, because mine's getting real loosey-goosey. And the piece de resistance. The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes on DVD. Hello, I ended up coming home in between work and work today. Because I forgot some stuff. And I need to do the nose thing, because there's a lot of stuff going on currently. So I'm going to do that and then grab what I need. And I probably won't be here super long, but who knows? I took my hair out of the bun after doing the nose thing. And like, am I hot? What is this hair? Hot hair. 2 kinds of chips, tea, and a PB&J. Lego. I'm so tired. I'm like falling asleep, but I did get a coffee. But there's like 3 crashes on my way. So this drive is going to take an hour. Slightly more than an hour, Google says. This is insane. I am home from the theater now. So that means I go to bed, right? Wrong. I have to turn on registration. Now, the theater tonight was nice. Because, what time is it? 11:20. Which means I only have to wait like 40 minutes before I turn on registration. And then I just have to make sure it's working. Which is hard because I am so tired. All right, 11:47, let's go. All right, the new classes are live. It is midnight. I hit the button like slightly early. It's saved like right before midnight, but that's fine. All right, it seems to be working. Notifications are rolling in slightly slower, but that's to be expected. These are our like smaller programs, so less classes, less enrollment, generally speaking. I am going to start the get ready for bed. Oh my god. I'll also be so for real. I turned my heat on because I'm cold. We're only about 100 notifications, so I'm going to go through those and then send out an email to the general body of people about our board nominations, because I need to do that today. I didn't want to do it right before registration, even though it opened right before registration. So I'm going to do that. My throat kind of hurts. Not like it hurts, but like, I don't know, it feels like my tongue's too big. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm going to drink my coffee and enjoy like the birds and just knock these out. I decided to clean out all these containers, so I've got a mess. Wow. I apparently do not need to buy tortilla chips for a while. To be fair though, for my end, I do think that 2 of these bags were the bags of chips that I bought to take with me to our cast party, because I made taco dip, so then you take tortilla chips. But a lot of other people had dips that also had tortilla chips, so mine were never used or opened. So I'm not the worst person, is what I'm getting at. So my DVD case used to be super organized, and then I stopped buying DVDs because the world stopped buying DVDs, and then I started buying DVDs again because the world decides when you can watch a movie and when you can't if you don't have the DVD. And I just got The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes on DVD, so I need to put it in my DVD case. So I figured this is a great time to reorganize that motherfucker. So the case has promise. The first page was always favorite. So you have Perks Being Wallflowers, She's the Man, Bridget Terabithia, Matilda. Love the shit out of those movies. That kind of continues over here. Fault in Our Stars, Paper Towns, Easy A, Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Perfect. Now here's where we get messy because things have just been shoved in here. But the next category was just like normal DVDs. They just exist. They're just movies. Why did we go from this to this? Let me tell you. I hate that. How am I supposed? I gotta read all that? Ugh. Again, just normal DVDs. Then we get into the Disney universe, okay? Ice Princess, Michelle Trachtenberg, we love you. Beautiful. Lemonade Mouth, Tangled. You see, we've got Disney. We've got Disney adjacent, be it Fox or Nickelodeon. Then we have holiday movies. So we move into Halloween Town, Halloween, Hocus Pocus, Christmas, White Christmas, Santa Claus. Why don't I have Santa Claus 2? I don't know. I used to watch it every night. So we need to find that. It's on my list of movies to find. We're still in the Christmas realm, obviously. Turn the page. We get into musicals. This is where we start to be singy-songy people, all right? We're still in musicals. We're still going. And then we get into series. Why don't I have Breaking Dawn Part 1 or 2? Well, I have Breaking Down Part 1 now. It's somewhere in here. Hunger Games. Why don't I have the rest? I don't know. So then we get into series. That's what these things are. Yes, I have Harry Potter. Ignore it. That was before J.K. Rowling was a little fucker. Well, she's probably always been a little fucker. Let's be clear. Then now, these have just been thrown in here. This is when I started getting DVDs, and I was like, throw them in there. If you flip to the back, these are shows I've been in. Like, This Is Me. And then these are movies of shows I've been in. Bloop. And then these are all me. I did all that. And then you get into like full TV series. So I have Adventure Time, Brady Bunch. I mean, I don't have the full of all of these, but you know, these are the series that I have of TV shows. Doctor Who. Doctor Who. Doctor Who. I'm still looking for Doctor Who, by the way. Merlin. What's back here? Pretty Little Liars. I think I have seasons 1 through 4 of Pretty Little Liars. Insanity. What's back here? Glee! Ta-da! So that is my DVD case. I'm gonna leave all like the series, the TV show series and stuff in the back. That's where that will stay. But the front, I've got no clue. None. All right, front page basically stayed the same. I switched out Easy A for Matilda. Then this basically stayed the same except for Matilda. Over here, we've got I'm Number 4, The Help, Cat in the Hat, and I can't read what that is. John Tucker Must Die. This spot I left for City of Ember. Over here again, we're starting to get to Disney territory. We've got the animated, we've got Nickelodeon 17 again, because Zac Efron is just Disney. That doesn't matter. I don't really like that there, but it's there for now. I'll change it later. Halloween, Christmas. This spot is left for Santa Claus 2. More Christmas. Then we have musicals. This spot is left for Mamma Mia 2, whenever I get that. These changed up quite a bit because I've changed up like what I like. Like Mamma Mia is a comfort movie for me now, whereas like Rent used to be. So just more musicals. Again, switched up the order.
Over here, more musicals. I left space for more musicals. High School Musical 3, I don't own her. And then I moved Lemonade Mouth back here because I wanted a spot for City of Ember, and I forgot about that. And it just fits with High School Musical. Twilight, we've left spot for Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 2, and then we left a spot for, that's actually a spot, for Night at the Museum 1. Over here, Hunger Games. She's bare. We need Catching Fire, Mockingjay 1, Mockingjay 2, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, and then, of course, Sunrise on the Reaping, whenever that exists. You know, in 2 years. Random franchise movies that I own. And then Harry Potter. These are the Harry Potter movies I own. There are 2 spots here for, you know, the 2 that are in that area. Really the only one I want is Prisoner of Azkaban. That's my favorite Harry Potter movie. I don't know why I don't own that. Then we get into your classics. Pride and Prejudice, Harry Met Sally, Sleepless in Seattle, Ferris Bueller's. You know, I didn't own a lot of these until recently. So, classics. Oh, I should have left a spot. You know what? Whenever I get You Got Mail, that'll be replaced with A Beautiful Mind will go somewhere else. Then we just have random movies. You know, the vibe is kind of similar on each page, but also not really. Random movies. The series all stayed the same, and then any special feature DVD I had, I put in the very back. Ta-da! That was a tour through my DVD case.
That also took a lot longer than I anticipated.
All right, I took the actual shelves off the bookshelf, put them right there. You'll see it looks a little bit lighter out here. I removed some boxes, and I put them in here. Huzzah! Boxes.
Really makes a girl sad seeing everything so empty, she says as she walks into her completely full living room still.
The bad thing about keeping boxes is that when you want to get rid of them, you then have to go through them again to make sure that you got everything out. I did.
Hi, me in the mirror. I always say when I'm in here that I don't spend enough time in here, and now, like, time is a ticking. So here we are. Also, look at the sky. I did not go for a walk today. I thought about it, and if I didn't have to work at the theater, I'd probably go for a walk now, but I do have to work at the theater, so I have to leave in an hour. I need to check what this traffic is like, because last night was hell. I am at the theater, obviously. I forgot my laptop case, which also had my book in it. I got here, I realized I forgot it, and I was like, oh my god. I was like, it's fine, I work with Brittany tonight anyway, so we're probably gonna be talking. But then Brittany left early! I did have like 3 walking videos though to edit for TikTok, so I did just do that. There's about 30 minutes left of the show. Ugh. I am home now from the theater, and it is time to go to bed, but it's a Friday, so it is time to sign off as well. This week, I know I filmed a lot. I don't know what's there, which is pretty typical, actually, when I think about it. We started the week at my parents' house. That was fun. I enjoyed my time at home. Then we came back here. We went on some walks this week. We worked from home this week quite a few times, which was great. Also took PTO on Monday, which was also great. Registration started this week, so it's been kind of hectic. And we continued packing. We are packing now. This is really, really happening. Next week, the packing will continue. I will also be working from home a bit and working at the theater some more. And that's really all that's going to happen next week. Probably some walks. I don't know. And then the next week I move, kind of. So that's insane. But for now, I'm sleepy and I have to get up way too soon and go back to the place I just left for dance class and then stay there and work for the matinee. I don't know why I hate myself. Probably because I like money. So that means I'm going to go to bed. And I will see you in the next vlog. Bye-bye!